Talk about legal rights and whatnot. Does a girl have the right to make the decision whether a baby lives or dies? Whether she lives or dies? The answer is no. And the reason why I say the answer is no is because you are made for a reason. You're made female for a reason. Or you're made male for a reason. Prohibiting that is against the law. Being in prison over the extenuation of 10 years is against the law. Unless you murdered or killed someone or you did that of a crime of abortion. Being hit, punched, kicked, anything faked as an assault, or hurting or causing someone pain is considered abortion. Getting hit by a car and the baby dying and it coming out and whatnot, that can be considered murder or killing, providing that it wasn't done on purpose. If a person lost control of their vehicle and hits you head on, more likely they're going to get a killing charge instead of a murder charge against them. I won't vigorous charge for the action happening, because the fact of certain things can be taken to murder very, very easily. It can be. It can be. I can actually convict someone of murder for that particular action. But at the same time, it comes down to whether or not, honestly, do they deserve it, just because someone else may ask that question. So, anyway, hurting oneself, assault and battery on oneself, cutting, inflicting pain on oneself, all these things are illegal. Does it constitute to that counseling? By that, a fake counsel, anything dealing with a hospital is considered fake counsel. Of someone who's not sincere about your well-being, and when I say your well-being, a lot of people used to go and they'd have their apartment, house, and that they were staying in, and they'd go and see how sincere their counselor was. And what they would do is they walk up, and they were told not to go to the person's house and go in the person's house, but to ask for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And the reason for this is if someone's sincere about your well-being, they'll hand you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And the reason for that is it's just a small test to see, are they really sincere? Or are they just lying to get that $40,000 and $50,000? I do not fund hospitals. I do not fund even clinics. All these things are on their own basis. The state, the federal cannot fund these things. These places and whatnot. If they fund these places, they'll get in trouble. That's where people are tending to get themselves in trouble. So with that of the federal. And with that of the federal and the state, they tend to get themselves in trouble with that. So state-ran hospital, if you ever noticed that took fundings from the hospital, often became more of a haunted place than a place that was any good for anyone. So, what is considered abortion outside of the fact of the actions of abortion is that having a child in the middle of war, having a child in the middle of conflict that you're personally in with someone. When I say conflict, I'm talking about a conflict of, I mean, I don't know how many people can actually do this, about getting in the middle of a fight and then go get your girlfriend pregnant and then go back and fight again. So it's kind of a ridiculous idea. So with all that, it's illegal to get in a fight into that of war while a girl's pregnant, believe it or not. If you have a child, you will not be going to war. For the fact it's illegal. And whatnot. Certain things within a girl being single and then not single, and ending a child's life prematurely by that awaiting is an illegal act against the child. So changing that of time is an illegal act. That can cause it. I don't know if it can actually cause an abortion, but some consider it to be able to cause a child to wait and stay. But then again, as long as it's connected, it's not what they consider a true abortion. When I say true abortion, it's mainly on the fact of one thing, and that's the fact of that time would need to go back to the way it was and whatnot to be normal. But anyway, I'll touch up on a few things of the laws of abortion and murder and killing.